Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful sunshiny day with just a little bit of wind, and hopefully it'll warm up here in a bit and we can get these jackets off. Today is kind of a sad day. We are at our old house, and we've had a few hits on the house and got several people interested in it right now. So we've decided it's probably time to go ahead and start getting the rest of our stuff completely out of the house. We are about to wrap up the bedroom addition, and so our next goal is to work on getting some of the storage sheds cleaned out, which we will be doing tomorrow. But today we thought we would take a few minutes to come down, get some of this stuff, and get it back to the cabin so that way it is completely done here, and we can kind of just close this chapter. And so I'm a little sad about it. Kevin doesn't seem to be too too upset about it, but for me, this is where we raised our kids, and I think we moved in here around 2005, and all three of our kiddos graduated here, and we raised them. This is where we started our farm. We've done a lot of work here. I think this house was originally around 1,400 square feet when we moved in. And by the time we were done, it was around 3,000. And Kevin and I did, I would say, 90 to 95% of that work all ourselves. From building, expanding, roofing, floors, just everything. And so there's a lot of our hearts and souls in this house, and it's really going to be hard to let it go. But I know that it's a new chapter, and it's time to do that. So we're gonna wrap it up here today, and I don't know what I'll be bringing to you this afternoon, but anyways, guys, we're gonna get busy here, and I'm gonna just give you a quick glimpse at the house. All right, here's the house. This is where we lived for many years. There's Kevin's shop, and like I said, my grandparents actually built this house when I think my dad was like 4. They built the very center part of the house, which was their entire house, about 1,400 square feet. And then we bought it from my grandma, I think around 2005. And from there, we built on, added an addition. It ended up with like 4 bedrooms, office, which was actually my craft room, an entire new kitchen. I mean, it was just really, it was what we needed it to be. And then of course, this is where we had all our animals out here. We've since taken up all the fences and such so that we can take them with us. We had our outdoor pavilion out there where we used to barbecue and cook out. And then of course Kevin's shop, which was a 40 by 60, and now he is crammed into a little bitty, well, actually most of his stuff is still outside with tarps over it, so we're working on that this week, and I cannot tell you how excited he is. He's like a kid in a candy store. But anyways, guys, this is where we lived. My grandparents raised 6 kids here in that 1,400 square feet. Initially it had a wood burning stove that we replaced with central heat and air, and then when we did the expansion we had to do a second central heat and air to keep up with the whole house. This front part with the 2 windows that you see was actually a carport when we moved in that my uncle and aunt had built when they lived here, and we closed it in for our formal living room. So there's been a lot of additions to this house. There has been a lot of love, from our family from the time, like I said, my dad was like 4 to now. And so we really hope that the next family that gets this house will love it as much as we did, and will enjoy it, and we'll be able to raise a family here, and maybe have some animals and that kind of thing. So we're pretty pretty excited for that factor, but at the same time, I'm a little sad. So, you know, when you raise your kids in a house and you have so many memories of Christmas and birthday parties and, you know, firsts, and, you know, all three of our kids got their first cars living here, and, you know, there's a lot of stuff. So it's kind of sad, but I'm going to jump off here real quick and go help Kevin. We've got the tractor, and we're going to finish loading up some final things, and then we're going to get out of here. And I think we've got to go up to my dad's, which is right up the hill, and grab some cedar slabs that he's cut for us, and we are going to use those for our birthing houses for our goats, which are due soon. So, alright guys. Alright, so we made it up to my dad's. We are actually getting the cedar sides off of the boards that he went through his sawmill. Sorry, it's cold, windy, and I can't think. Yeah, so Kevin is loading these up. These are just the side cuttings, the outside cuttings of the cedars trees, and we will be using these for our birthing stalls. And you know, it's free lumber, and I think that it will work great. My dad has a sawmill, as you can see, and so the guys have been actually going and getting trees, cutting trees down, doing that kind of thing, and making all this lumber for just different projects that we've got going. And Kevin just showed me a minute ago that we have these big posts up here, these cedar posts, that I'm so excited about these, because these are going to be the start of our pavilion. So look at those. They're beautiful, beautiful wood, and oh, they're so big. So yeah, this is going to be the start of our pavilion, which of course will be probably closer to spring before we start that. But anyways, that's where we're at right now. Alright guys, I'm going to end this video today with just a small glimpse into our lives for the last 12 years while living in that house. It's just a little bit of, you know, things that we experienced during those times, pictures of the house, and then, you know, things that our children, you know, stages they went through and such. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I know it's a little bittersweet for me, but this new journey that Kevin and I are on is definitely where we feel God wants us to be. And so I'm just thankful for all of those memories and all of those fun times that we had as a family. And as our children are on doing their own things, Kevin and I are getting to focus on what we want to do. So I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.